Hey guys, Lisa Loomis back again with another speed paint. This time it was an hour-long speed paint as opposed to the half-hour speed paint that was yesterday's bat video. This one was a ton of fun because it was a little piglet, and every time you look up pig on the internet, it'll only show you pictures of piglets. So that's kind of what I thought they looked like, and then I was like, oh yeah, adult pig, and they're a lot bigger and fatter, but still cute. It's funny that the standard is the baby version. So there's a few things I noticed about this one's reference was that there's some reflected light on the pig. Like the lower part of its face has some green reflected on it. Maybe there's some grass underneath, or wherever the set is, like the background's green. And there's some blue light reflected on its ears and back. And I thought that was an interesting part that I'd like to capture. I had a little bit of a difficult time with actually getting the rendering to look nice before taking the lines away, so I ended up just coloring the lines so that I wouldn't have to deal with taking them away and then making it look crappy immediately. One thing I enjoyed about this image was the saturation in the nose. When you can find areas of saturation, it'll really help your image pop and make it look more lifelike. Here's a good part where always mirror your drawings, kids, because I was reluctant to mirror it. I knew the eyes were wonky, but every time I mirror it, I know that it's going to look awful, and then I'm going to have to fix it, and I don't want to fix it, but you just got to tough it out, mirror it, and fix it before it's too late, because then you'll just look back on the drawing and be like, oh no, I should have fixed it when I had the chance. Here I'm using the same fur brush that I used on the bat speed paint, and it doesn't seem as successful to me just because the piglet's fur is so light and wispy, but it was important to have it in the image. It just wasn't the perfect brush for it, but it was a brush my friend gave me, so I don't really know how to make my own yet. This is a good point where I enjoyed adding the contrast in the ears. When you can add dark purples, areas of shadow, it'll really make the other parts stand out and make everything pop. So I planned to only make this a 30-minute speed paint, but I ended up making it longer because I had only finished the rendering of the face, and I thought that it would be valuable to add the hooves in as well to figure out how those weird toe claws work. I always thought that pigs had hooves, but I guess they just have regular toes, because you don't say pig hooves, you say pig feet. And they have a little dew claw, and they have a toenail just like we do. Just never realized it before. So I extended it 15 minutes to add everything else, but I only ended up getting one foot done, so I extended it to another 15 minutes and was able to finish the whole speed paint in an hour. I went over everything with an airbrush at the end just to give it an added softness and fully render everything out in a way that looked appealing, so there wasn't too many brush strokes where I didn't want there to be. And I decided to render the fence and the background a little bit because I had a little bit of extra time and I wanted it to look kind of like a finished piece since I worked so long on it already. And I'm pretty proud of the result. I hope you guys like it too. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.